I'm just going to operate as if it is also. One more thing, I'm sure it is.
Tap on everything. It can't hurt it.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe the symptoms might be less.
Well, there's still mobility, muscle issues, right? The proper functioning of the nerves and muscles in the body. Well, where does that come from, right? Tension in the system.
Well, and from as far as Deepak Chopra is concerned, it's all consciousness anyway. So.
There we go.
If a person with multiple. The example I always use is they have case studies of people with multiple personalities, where one personality has different color eyes from the other personality, or one personality has diabetes and another one doesn't. So apparently it's not as simple as the body has physical components and that's what it is. There's a change that can happen in the physiology. So I would, it just follows that that's true of any physical manifestation. So, people talk about rashes disappearing before their eyes and all kinds of things that heal right before someone's eyes. And I can't believe that it would be, well, that works for this, but not for that.
Yeah, no, because it's a deeper thing.
Yeah.
Other than the symptomatic.
Yeah. Now how you get there is another thing. I worked with this guy just for a few minutes last night on pancreatitis, and we got nothing. It's like, okay, well, he was afraid to tell me that nothing had shifted. It's like, that's okay. I'm giving you what I can, and in the few minutes that we have on the phone, I wasn't able to get there. But it's
And he may have woken up with less symptoms.
Exactly. I said, just notice what happens, because the shift may happen later, and it might not happen. We may not have hit what's behind it.
Maybe when people start, they can start keeping a journal. I started keeping a journal about 10 weeks ago when I started a new eating plan, but I also coupled it with a pain journal because I wanted to see if getting rid of certain things that I'm eating helped to decrease my fibromyalgia. Mm-hmm. But I can't, I looked back and I was surprised that, oh yeah, that used to hurt more. But I can't remember back what the pain was really like 10 weeks ago.
Right. And I think to some extent you're never going to be able to, because what you rate a 7 today, as you become stronger and healthier, is not what you would call a 7 later on. So there's, it's really hard to get an idea of that. To me, the most important thing is always, how do you feel today? Do you feel great today? And getting to that point of feeling great today.
Right now, I'm just working on opening my heart. That seems to be my main focus.
All right. So instead of open heart surgery, we're doing some open heart tapping. Okay, so let's talk about the fibromyalgia, because this is something that can affect everyone. Because even though we may not feel it as fibromyalgia, it's that kind of the stuff that takes away from our quality of life.
Very much.
So what are you experiencing right now?
I have just a lot of neck and shoulder pain. That's where most of it settles. Mm-hmm. And even sometimes after I come out of, massage therapy, which should make me feel the best, I still have all this pain. And this has been going on for about, to this magnitude, 5 years. And it started creeping on me like 15 years ago. And over the last 15 years, every year, it's worse. Mm-hmm.
What happened 15 years ago?
I'm not sure. Let's see. Where was I? Just nothing major. We had a move, but we've had many moves. Mm-hmm. So that was about 1990. So no, I had no huge event right then, which was a happy move. We were glad to do that. Mm-hmm.
Still a stressful event.
Yeah. And the tightness in my neck and shoulders, maybe I could even look back even to when I was maybe around 15. Mm-hmm. When I can say, gee, when did this all really start? And I'm just kind of, I laugh a lot, and people don't think of me as a tense person, but yet I know all this tension just settles in my neck and shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And even the clothing I used to wear back then would be high buttoned-up neck, clothing that was maybe almost a little too small, so it was tight. And you know, it was just kind of like all this tension kind of held in.
Okay.
So, but it really started, 15 years ago was when it started to really get bad.
Mm-hmm.
But then I even know, like 20 years ago, you know, I could see, it's, you know, having more neck and shoulder tightness. And now even on my happiest days, and when I think I'm in the very best of health, it just doesn't ever let up. It hardly ever lets up, even when I exercise. Sometimes exercise, you know, initially even makes it worse.
Mm-hmm. Okay, rather than asking a lot of questions, I'm just going to go into this and see what comes up.
Okay.
So, tap on the side of the hand. And, well, first, just so we get a gauge, and, you know, check with yourself if there's any discomfort and rate it, either physical or emotional. The neck and shoulders on a scale of 0 to 10.
It's a 10.
That's a 10. Okay. Side of the hand. Even though I've got all this tension, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I've got all this tension, I deeply and completely love and forgive myself. Even though I've got all this tension, all this pain, and it's robbing me of the joy I could have. And even on the best days, there it is, hurting me, robbing me, which begs the question, why am I not allowed to feel good? What happened in my life where I decided that I wasn't allowed to feel really good? I had to have this tightness. I had to have this pain. And others don't need to know about it. They can think I'm a perfectly happy person while I suffer my private hell. While I punish myself. Or think that I'm being punished. And whatever happened, I choose to know that I have suffered long enough. I am deciding now that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I'm healing it now. And I had this magic number of 15. I think the problem started when I was 15. It was 15 years ago that the real problem started. So within the next 15 minutes, or maybe even 15 seconds, I choose to have it resolved. It's up to my higher power, my higher self, and what I choose to know is that I deserve to be free of this. And even though I have all this tension, I deeply and completely love and forgive and accept myself and anyone else who's a pain in my neck and shoulders. Eyebrow point, all this pain. Side of the eye, all this pain. Out of the eye, all this pain. On the nose, all this pain. On the mouth, all this pain. Collarbone, all this pain. Under the breast, all this pain. Under the arm, all this pain. Top of the head, all this pain. down the other side, all this tension. Side of the eye, all this tension. Under the eye, that's limiting my happiness. Under the nose, I could feel so much better. Under the mouth, I could be so much happier. Collarbone, if it wasn't for this pain. Under the breast, so I have to wonder. Under the arm, why do I need this pain? Top of the head, why is it there? Eyebrow point, if it's from an injury. Side of the eye, it's healed by now. Under the eye, there's something inside of me. Under the nose that hasn't healed. On the mouth, and maybe I can dig that up. Collarbone, and let it go. Under the breast, maybe I don't even need to know what it is. Under the arm, maybe I can just let it go. Top of the head, turning to my higher self now. Eyebrow point, and opening up the choice. Side of the eye, of finding out what's going on. On the eye, so that I can heal it. On the nose, or simply letting it heal. On the mouth, over the next 15 minutes. Collarbone, over the next 15 seconds. On the breast, 15 years is too long. On the arm, it's been too long. Top of the head, I'm sick and tired. Eyebrow point of being sick and tired. Side of the eye, why do I need this? On the eye, what part of me? On the nose, thinks it needs to be so tense. On the mouth, what part of me? Collarbone thinks I need to suffer. Under the breast, this need to suffer. Under the arm, this need to suffer. Top of the head, this need to suffer. Eyebrow point, I just don't need to suffer. Side of the eye, who is it benefiting? On the eye, who is it helping? On the nose, whose life is better? On the mouth, because I'm in pain. Collarbone, because if it isn't making someone's life better. On the breast, then what's the point? Under the arm, I can understand. Top of the head, putting myself out sometimes. Eyebrow point, maybe working myself a little hard. Side of the eye, if I'm being of service. On the eye, not all the time. On the nose, because taking care of myself. On the mouth is the most important thing. Collarbone, because if I run myself down. On the breast, I can't be of service to other people. On the arm, I have to make a deposit in my own health account. Top of the head before I write any checks. Eyebrow point. But I can understand. Side of the eye, sometimes pushing myself. Under the eye, when I feel really good. On the nose, about being of service. On the mouth, but this pain. Collarbone, this tension. On the breast, it doesn't serve anyone. Under the arm, if I hurt someone in the past. Top of the head, and I felt I need to be punished. Eyebrow point, this isn't helping them. Side of the eye, I'm not making amends to someone. Under the eye, by suffering. My suffering doesn't help anyone. On the mouth, it certainly isn't helping me. Collarbone, if I felt better. On the breast, I'd be of more service. Under the arm, to myself and others. Top of that, so that makes more sense. Eyebrow point, I choose to understand this. Side of the eye, in every fiber of my being. On the eye, especially through my neck and shoulders. On the nose, what weight am I carrying? On the mouth, on my shoulders. Collarbone, and can I let it down now? Under the breast, do I have to keep carrying this? Out of the arm. On some level, top of the head, I clearly know, eyebrow point, that the answer is no. Side of the eye, I don't have to carry this pain. On the eye, I don't have to shoulder this weight. On the nose, I can be healed. On the mouth, I deserve to be healed. Collarbone, whatever decision I made, out of the breast, consciously or unconsciously, out of the arm, physically or spiritually, top of the head, whatever decision I made, eyebrow point, I made with limited information. Side of the eye, I choose to know now, out of the eye, that I deserve to feel good. On the nose, and the world deserves to have me feel good. On the mouth, because I can more fully show up. Collarbone. A lot of people think I am showing up. Out of the breast, but I know differently. Under the arm, and as long as I know differently, top of the head, I'm not fully showing up. Eyebrow point. I don't want to feel like I'm fooling them. Side of the eye. I want them to know that I'm showing up. Under the eye, because I know that I'm showing up. On the nose, fully. On the mouth, completely. Collarbone, and joyfully. On the breast, letting go of my reasons for the pain. Under the arm, letting go of the pain. Top of the head, joyfully and gratefully feeling better. Take a deep breath. Let me know how your shoulders are feeling.
I think clear down to a 4.
Down to 4.
That's pretty good.
I'm not too disappointed in that.
I think I would like to talk to you separately another time that we can make an arrangement.
Okay.
I know clearly more now why all this is happening.
So the subconscious has taken the option of, yes, let's dig it up and clear it. Okay. And don't be surprised if over the course of the day, if having known that, it may just let some of that clear anyway. So, I mean, that's we were talking about traditional therapy. A lot of the idea behind therapy is that once you've dug it up, it does tend to clear. Not as rapidly as with EFT or with other modalities, but recognizing there's a problem is the first step. Finding the problem is the next step, and a lot of times that, for a lot of people, that's it. Once they've uncovered it, they are free.
And it's what got me to the bottom line of why is when you're talking about the 15 years ago, and then the age 15, and that sort of brought it to mind what really happened.
Okay.
So I can maybe give you a call later this afternoon, and we can make a plan.
Okay. Certainly. Or we can. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. So what? Anything come up for you during that?
I'm always amazed at the parallels between me and whoever I'm working with.
Mm-hmm.
And just 15 years ago, what was going on in my life, and you're like, But what was I stuffing prior to that, where after, that in that 1990s, I couldn't stuff it anymore?
Yeah.
And the transitions that was going on. So it's like, okay, this is interesting. So, yeah, I'm tired of faking it.
Yeah. Even if the people are saying, wow, you seem so together and you're so great, it's like, if we know that we're not there, that's not enough.
I mean, even last night I was very present to, having one of those down moments, and like there was no one I could pick up the phone and call, and to kind of work through it with me.
Mm-hmm. take a deep breath and hold it. And let it go. Just allow your eyes to close. And just scan your body. And just see what's coming up that's less than vibrant health. Vibrant health is reversing the scale so that 10 is a positive and 10 is vibrant health. Just noticing what comes up. And it may be, it could be about physical tension. It could be about, this used to be focused purely on weight loss. It could be about eating. It could be about anything in terms of health. And of course, while we talk about physical health, it's also physical and emotional and spiritual health. So just what's the first thing that comes up?
I'm having a really difficult time saying no to some of the things that I don't want on my diet plan anymore, like ice cream cones.
Mm-hmm.
They're just occasional, but it sets me back when I can't resist having one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they make me feel bad for the ice cream I had yesterday. Because so the tapping we did last week, I have avoided sweets like crazy and easily and effortlessly. It's been joyful. Then walking my kids home from school, they stopped the ice cream truck and I indulged. Now I feel badly about that. Thank you so much.
I can say no if it's just me. That if I'm with somebody and they want one, that's when I have an issue with it.
Mm-hmm.
I can walk past it on my own, but, like when I was with my granddaughter, she wants one. Well, gee, I don't want her to feel bad if she's eating by herself.
Yeah, never let someone drink alone, never let someone eat sweets alone. Yeah.
That's more of the issue.
Yeah.
Right now. Everything else is going pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. And this is a big thing because we do this in so many areas of our lives where we sacrifice what's best for us because of someone else.
When you asked me what was going on for me, it's like not having support, which plays into it's okay for me to support others, but I can't ask them to support me in return. Mm-hmm. Reinforces both your comments.
Yeah, it's totally the same thing. I'm going to support their need for this, and I couldn't ask my granddaughter to say, "It's okay, Grandma, that you're not going to have an ice cream." Can't ask a child to support your health. Okay. Side of the hand. Even though I'm sacrificing, that's too wordy.
Go for it.
Come on, Muse, kick in. Even though I'd be great if it wasn't for other people.
Even though I'd be great if it wasn't for other people.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'd feel great if it wasn't for other people.
Even though I'd feel great if it wasn't for other people.
I deeply and completely love and forgive myself. Even though I'd feel great if it wasn't for other people.
Even though I'd feel great if it wasn't for other people.
If it was just me in this world, I could figure things out. I could eat the right foods. I could do the right things. But then people come along, and they're less evolved. And how dare I be evolved and make them feel badly about it? I don't want anyone else to feel ashamed of their weaknesses. So about the only thing I can do is be weak with them. To make them feel better about themselves. And that's the best thing I can do for them. Sure seems like a good plan. And there's other times where I feel like I need some support. And I can't impose on anyone else. I can't ask anyone else to support me being strong. Because I'm too busy supporting their weakness. Oh, if only it wasn't for other people's weakness. My life would be perfect. Darned other people. And that's how I've been feeling. And I choose to know that my path is my path. I don't need to be weak to make others feel better. If other people indulge, I don't need to indulge with them. And if I want support, I can ask for that. I don't need to support other people in thinking they can't support me. And maybe they can't. And I can get by. It's not, a lot of the times, it's not a matter of them not supporting me, but of my not asking. And sometimes they can't support me. And I choose to know that I'm still great. And even though I'd be great if it wasn't for other people, I deeply and completely love and forgive and accept myself and all these darned people. Eyebrow point. I could be great if it wasn't for other people. Sadly, I could feel great if it wasn't for these other people. All these weak people. On the nose, they're too weak to support me. On the mouth, so I support them. Collarbone, they're too weak to support me. On the breast, so I support them. On the arm, I always have to be the strong one. Top of that, even if it means being weak. Eyebrow point. And sometimes, side of the eye, that's a great excuse on the eye for being weak. On those, because I get tired of being strong. On the mouth, but I'm not going to break my diet. Collarbone, or whatever else it is I'm trying to do. Under the breast, I'm going to be strong. Under the arm, unless someone else gives me an excuse. Top of the head. Part of me wants to blame my granddaughter. Eyebrow point, or whoever else it is. Side of the eye that I'm being weak for. Under the eye, there's another part of me. That's tired of being strong. On the mouth, and is grateful to my granddaughter. Collarbone, or whoever else it is. On the breast for giving me an excuse. On the arm, this need for an excuse. Top of that, this need for an excuse. Eyebrow point, because the truth is, side of the eye, these other people, on the eye, they don't need me to be weak. On the nose, my granddaughter will be fine. On the mouth, eating ice cream on her own. Collarbone, she doesn't need me to eat ice cream. On the breath, she just needs me to be there. On the arm, she needs my emotional support. Top of the head, not my food support. Eyebrow point, and this is true in many areas of my life. Side of the eye, I think I'm supporting people. On the eye, but maybe, on the nose, there's a selfish act behind it. On the mouth, I say I'm supporting them. Collarbone, to justify. On the rest, doing something I shouldn't do. On the arm, something I've said that I shouldn't do. Top of the head, but that part of me still wants to do. Eyebrow point. Sometimes when I'm giving support. Side of the eye, I'm using that as an excuse. On the eye, I don't need excuses. I choose to be at choice. On the mouth, I choose to be at choice. Collarbone, I choose to give support. Onto the breast, that's genuine support. Under the arm, and it feels right. Top of the head. And I choose to allow support. Eyebrow point, I choose to know. Side of the eye, that I deserve to be supported. Under the eye, even if it's just simple. As my granddaughter. On the mouth, eating ice cream. Collarbone, and being okay. On the breast with me not eating ice cream. Under the arm, she could support me in that way. Top of the head, how empowering. Eyebrow point, what a gift that is. Side of the eye, and the truth is, under the eye, my eating ice cream on the nose doesn't support her. On the mouth, it doesn't really help her. Collarbone. Now, if I avoid eating the ice cream on the breast and say to her, on the arm, you should feel bad for eating ice cream too. Top of the head. That wouldn't be a good thing. Eyebrow point. But I can let her eat ice cream. Side of the eye, and I can let myself be healthy. On the eye, and we can both be supported. On the nose, and we can both be happy. On the mouth, if I beat myself up, collarbone for eating the ice cream. On the breast, and I feel badly. Under the arm, am I really helping my granddaughter? Top of the head, anytime I do something, eyebrow point, that I feel badly about. Side of the eye, am I serving someone else? On the eye, if I'm offering support on a nose that I don't feel good about, on a mouth that I regret, collarbone that I feel badly about, on the breast, is that really a gift? On the arm, am I really helping them? Top of the head, am I really helping myself? Eyebrow point, when I give service, side of the eye, I choose to have it come from my heart. On the eye, I choose for it to be something I feel good about. On the nose, I choose to feel integrity. On the mouth, the best support, collarbone, comes from integrity. On the breast. And if I feel badly about what I'm doing, under the arm, if I think I'm helping my granddaughter, top of head, or anyone else, eyebrow point, and I feel out of integrity with myself, side of the eye, that has a shift in the energy. Under the eye, and it's not the positive thing I intended. On the nose. So maybe I don't need to do that. On the mouth, I have needs too. Collarbone, and my needs are valid. On the breast, my well-being is valid. Under the arm, I deserve to have well-being. Top head, I deserve my well-being. Eyebrow point, I don't need to sacrifice that. Side of the eye, I don't need to sacrifice that. Under the eye, I choose to make the decision. On the nose, that I am important. On the mouth, my health is important. Collarbone, whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual. Under the breast, my health is important. Under the arm, And I deserve to be supported. Top of the head, whether people actually do something to support me, eyebrow point, or I allow them to support me, side of the eye, simply by letting me do what I need to do. Under the eye, my life is up to me. Under the, I'm creating my life. Under the mouth, I'm allowing people to support me. Collarbone, by not making decisions. Under the breast, where I create a lesser life. Under the arm, on behalf of someone else. Top of the head, I'm creating a joyful life. Eyebrow point, I'm creating a successful life. Side, I'm creating a healthy life. On the eye, and I'm letting others support me in that. On the nose, by not deciding. On the mouth, that they want me to have less. Collarbone, I choose to know. Under the breast, that everyone else, under the arm, wishes the best for me. Top of the head, they may not know that. Eyebrow point, they may be caught up in their own baggage. Side of the eye, but I choose to relate to other people. Under the eye, at the level of their highest self. That's how I choose to see people. On the mouth, that's how I choose to hear them. Collarbone, it's how I choose to speak to them. Under the breast, and at some level, under the arm, I know, top of the head, that their highest self, eyebrow point, wishes the best for me. Side of the eye, wishes me great health. Under the eye, wishes me great success. Under the nose, my granddaughter, on the mouth, wants me to feel wonderful. Collarbone, and I can feel wonderful. Under the breast, letting her do what she wants to do. Under the arm, and choosing what I want to do at the same time. Top of the head, I deserve to feel wonderful. And take a deep breath. And let me know what comes up from that.
Just a great reminder of what I really want. Years ago, I set up a little situation for myself that I was just like hooked on dessert, so I used to start just saying, when people would offer me dessert, no, thank you, I don't want any dessert because it makes me sick. Well, after about 5 years of saying that, anytime I'd eat a dessert, I'd get sick. And it's true now. Even if I have an ice cream cone, if I have a moment of weakness and I have it, it makes me sick. So I might as well just not have it.
Yeah, someone asked me the other day about, can you do hypnosis to implant a negative about eating things like chocolate cake? And she was saying, I've heard that you can do this, so maybe we could do that. And I said, yeah, I'm not into implanting negatives. That's just not my style. I'd rather, create more healthy, more positives around health and healthy eating. But especially because there's so many, our subconscious mind is so complex that, if you go in and create a negative about chocolate cake, well, what if your third birthday party was like your best birthday party ever and you had chocolate cake? Well, now if you have a negative chocolate cake, you're going to create a negative about your third birthday party. And, there's all kinds of things that can...
So it sounds good, they can backfire.
Yeah, it's just, to me, it's dangerous to create negatives.
Okay.
Desserts don't need to make you sick. And it was a brilliant plan in terms of giving people, but at the same time, what you're trying to do is you're trying to make them feel less bad about you not having it. You're trying to, it's coming from a fear that if I don't eat dessert, they'll feel badly, and I need to come up with a valid excuse as to why I don't need to have this and they don't need to feel badly. and you're taking care of other people. But it's not supporting them from your highest self because it's out of integrity with yourself.
Okay.
You know, if we're supporting people and we're not and we don't feel right about it, then chances are it's not the best thing to do, because we're all connected by energy. So if our energy is off, we haven't really helped something by doing something that we're feeling negatively about. You know, and you don't need. And I took a course years ago, and they had this great line: "Reasons weaken us." You don't need a reason. You say, you know what? I choose not to have ice cream.
Yeah.
You know, and people don't need. And if they have a problem with that, then that's their problem. You don't need to justify any of the choices that we make.
Uh-huh.
We don't need to justify our stance. If we know if it's right for us, if you know, at the point that we're starting to make excuses, that's when we're not sure. And the thing about the support is we're sort of letting people support us by not insisting that we have to take care of them. So it may not even be that they, you know, that they are necessarily have to do something to support us. We're already setting it up that they're supporting us by not, you know, if with the example of the granddaughter, it's like if you make the decision that you don't have to sacrifice your health for your granddaughter, you're giving her the permission to support you by letting that be. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Absolutely.
So
one of the things that came up for me was just unaware of supporting the other person's illusion that things were fine on this end,
mm-hmm.
and then therefore they can't support me back.
Yeah.
So they like to know that things are hunky-dory, and I've supported that illusion and sabotage myself in my own foot because I'm not getting support back.
Yeah. We don't.
Some of the people that I hang out with, like my granddaughter and some of my good friends, I think maybe if I would say no to the dessert, they may say no as well, and some of the people that I'm hanging out with are on diets too.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if I'm strong for myself, maybe they can be strong for themselves too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, it goes back to that quote, and I'm going to read it. Just be tapping while I read this again. You tap in collarbone point or tapping different points, whatever you like. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Now, that doesn't mean that we need to go and tell people, oh, you shouldn't be eating ice cream, that's unhealthy. However, if we make a choice for health, that gives other people permission to do the same. If we say, oh, I don't want them to feel badly about eating ice cream, so I'm going to eat it, we don't do anyone any good by honoring anyone's weakness. We don't even need to label it as a weakness. You know, if someone chooses to have ice cream, they choose to have ice cream. It's, you know, we don't need to judge other people's actions based on what we're choosing for ourselves. You know, as long as they're not hurting someone else. And, you know, if whatever someone's doing, and, you know, that's their choice, but you can create an opening for a different choice. But by making the choice to support them in whatever they're doing, if you don't feel it's good, then that isn't really honoring them. Make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
So. All right. Anything else before we go into a little guided imagery? thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, arguments? I may not be right. I just let whatever comes out of my mouth come out of my mouth. And sometimes I stand to be corrected. It's what seems to make sense to me. All right then. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and hold it. And close your eyes as you let it go. Gently closing your eyes and take another deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. And a third deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. And just breathing comfortably now. Breathing comfortably, imagining with each breath you take in, you breathe in relaxation and positive energy. And imagine a healing light surrounding your body. So with every breath you take in, your lungs comfortably draw in that healing light and allowing that healing light to flow through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Healing, healing, healing more and more, growing stronger and healthier, allowing it to melt away any tension, any anxiety, any fear, doubt, any negativity, clearing that out, cleansing it, healing it, and allowing yourself to relax more and more with each number. As I count backwards, allow that relaxation to wash over you from head to toe as you go twice as deep with each number. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. Remembering again that each and every time you hear me say the words deep sleep with your permission and only with your permission, you allow yourself to return to this depth or even deeper quickly, soundly, deeply, and the physical body relaxes. And with that relaxation comes that wonderful sense of calm well-being of both body and mind, twice as deep with each number. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is again deep sleep. And in this calm, comfortable state of relaxation, just allow your mind to take you to some beautiful place in nature. Some place that feels really good. And in this beautiful place, find yourself walking. Imagine yourself walking forward. Because from this moment on, you have one direction in life, and that is always forward, towards an ever greater abundance of health, wealth, and happiness, which you so richly deserve. Looking around at the beauty around you, and feeling the beauty around you, and feeling the beauty inside you, and feeling grateful for that. Grateful for all the blessings that you have and all the blessings that are coming your way. Coming your way more and more quickly because you're moving forward towards them. And allowing yourself to enjoy new blessings each and every day and feeling wonderful about that. Leaving in the past the old fears and doubts, limiting beliefs and ideas and decisions that held you back from an abundance of health, wealth, and happiness. What's been cleared today has been cleared for good. So you are completely free to move ever forward towards that abundance of health, wealth, and happiness which you so richly deserve. And knowing that you do deserve it, and that you don't owe it to anyone to sacrifice your health, wealth, and happiness. And in fact, it doesn't honor anyone to sacrifice your health, wealth, and happiness. Knowing that not only do you deserve an abundance of health, wealth, and happiness, but your ever-increasing abundance of these good things benefits others. The highest good for other people is for you to have the greatest abundance of health, wealth, and happiness. Sacrificing any of those things for other people doesn't serve them or you. So leaving that idea in the past, the idea that you need to sacrifice for others, your health, wealth, and happiness, that you should do things that don't feel good for you, for the benefit of others, because allow yourself to be in integrity, to act from integrity, to know that what is right for you benefits the world. It's good for other people for you to take care of yourself. And you can be of service to others. You can put yourself out there to serve others, knowing that you choose to do so while being in integrity with yourself, knowing that it's right for you as well, doing what's right for you. Because your health, wealth, and happiness benefits others. And feeling good about that, allowing yourself to feel good about that, and knowing that you do, in fact, deserve an abundance of health, wealth, and happiness, and feeling that through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body, and feeling grateful for the fact that the truth is that other people want that for you. And just knowing that at a very deep level as we go even deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. In a moment, I'm going to count you back out from 0 up to 5. 5 will be wide awake, alert, focused, and energetic, powerfully moving forward, knowing that you deserve an abundance of health, wealth, and happiness, and knowing deep down inside that that's what other people really want for you. So we get back down to 0, which is always deep sleep, allowing the mind, body, and spirit to digest all these positive thoughts and images. Coming up to 1, feeling physically relaxed. 2, feeling emotionally calm. 3, health and well-being, enthusiasm, love, joy, and gratitude, flowing through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your being. 4, becoming more and more alert and aware of your surroundings. And 5 is eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake, and welcome back.